This question, Mr. Basu. Obviously, we are talking about in the realm of, in sense, what is the insurance regulator doing and what are some others doing. But what we've also seen is, I mean, there's also, especially in the life insurance industry, the AUM we talked about competes with the bank for the fixed deposit. The same AUM also competes with the industry from the asset managers and mutual funds. And at times, and now with the SEBI saying that they're going to also allow pensions in some sense to be linked to the AMC industry, that could be at some sense a threat. So a lot of times some of these threats come from, which are also policies in some sense. So some of these policies also might be impacted. And now you, I mean, work with as one of the largest, the partners of your company is India's biggest bank. So in some sense, that bank will also be looking at all the changes, and since the bank distributes so many products, including their own fixed deposits, mutual fund, other products. So how do you see with the policies happening in other industries also? Like for example, even this time in the budget, with the ATCs being increased to 1,50,000, but that has to compete with the PPF, with the PF, with the mutual fund, with the long-term FD and life insurance. It's not only for the insurance industry to benefit. So how do you see the policies in some of the other industries, which is also happening at the same time, specifically also impacting this industry?
Thank you. I think there are two parts to what you asked. The first part, of course, is that how do we manage our assets under management, which Mr. Nair had also referred to in his speech. It's 22 lakh crores for the country. And the second part is the products of the life insurance industry. How does it compete with competing products from other financial sector players? I think as far as the first one is concerned, it's well understood that the fundamentals of the life insurance or any insurance industry is different from, say, that of a bank. And it's more of, in the bank we do asset liability management. In the insurance industry, it is the liability which has to be managed, and the assets under management that we have in any company, that has to be managed not only keeping in view what return we get, but the primary focus is on the risk that we are bearing, the ultimate policy that we are covering. It is the customer which has to be kept in focus. So I think the ability of a life insurance company to take risks in that way is limited and should be limited, because ultimately we are covering, we are taking a liability which will have an impact in the future. I think one of the things that will happen now is the capital requirements, I think, which Mr. Nair alluded to. At the moment it is basically your shareholders' capital plus a multiple of the risks that the life insurance company. In future, the asset side of the risk, the assets, the way it is being managed by the life insurance company, that will also be factored in, as will operational risk when we measure capital. What in banking we have Basel III. I think going forward in life insurance we'll also have something like that. The other question, which is probably more interesting, is the competition that our products have with say a mutual fund or any of the banking fixed deposits and things like that. I think per se this is something which arises, the question arises even more in India, because even today, after a lot of growth in the industry which has happened, especially after opening up, insurance, the need for insurance protection is still not understood very widely. When a person goes in, otherwise a pure term product would have sold much better, that it is an expense, you need to insure yourself. It is still, a person would look at some kind of return, whether it is in case of a normal endowment product and things like that. And I think the challenge for us is to be able to explain to the customer that we have, this is the product, these are the essentially the features which appeal to you, this is why you should take it. But at the same time, do remember that when you are buying any product from an insurance company, the core element is that of an insurance. And I think when the ULIPs were ramped up, say 3 or 4 years back, where perhaps even the insurance companies who did that went a little wrong, was sort of put ULIPs sold by the insurance companies directly in competition with what is being sold by a mutual fund. I think now what has happened is there are certain distinctive features which have been brought into the products. You can't have a less than 5-year term and things like that. And ultimately, the ability of the insurance company to be able to explain to the customer that this is why my product scores over the others, and having a core insurance element, which is now mandatory, will enable us to gain the confidence of the consumer.
So a very important point which you made is on communication of the product and the value of the product.